Good morning from the streets of Chicago. Today, NASCAR will be taking over these streets here behind me. DGM is at it and ready again with Ryan Ellis and Josh Bilicki this week. It's going to be a fun one. I mean, anytime you go out, you go racing on the Chicago street course, it's something special. You just never really know what to expect here. It could be a complete demo derby. It could be chaos. But the biggest thing is the absolute scenery you get around here. It's like none other. This is the only street course in NASCAR, and this is overall a blast. I got a train there behind me running. There's overall just everything going on here. I got to explore the city a little bit last night. I got to see the Bean, which was really cool. Overall, 10 out of 10 experience here in Chicago. But with that said, let's get to racing here today. We got practice, we got qualifying, and we got the race as always. Let's get it. The cool thing about NASCAR being in Chicago is you get to go check out iconic landmarks like the Chicago Bean here behind me. Chicago, baby! How you feeling about this weekend? He's running me over!
That's how it's gonna be all week.
Alright, welcome to the first ever DGM drag race. We're gonna race to the end of the hauler. 3, 2, 1, go! So I'm here with Josh Bilicki before practice at Chicago. You said your bread and butter is road course racing. Well, Chicago is a street course. Is there a big difference between street course racing and road racing?
There is. You know, in road racing, similar layouts, but a lot more open. Here it's so tight, and there's no room for mistakes because there's no runoff. There's walls everywhere. So if you lock the brakes up or if you have rear wheel hop, and you need extra runoff area, there is none, so you're in the tire wall. So you have to be even more precise on street circuits and different surfaces too. You know, they've paved certain areas on the racetrack here. Certain areas are really bumpy. So change of grip, you know, the front straightaway is repaved, back straightaway is not paved. So change of grip, some of it's bumpy. You got the electric cars out there right now, which is kind of cool. But yeah, this is right in my wheelhouse, so I'm excited to be here again.
Last year you got a top 10 at Watkins Glen. How do we repeat that here at the Chicago street course?
Make it to stage 3, something we didn't do here last year. There was a stack up here last year, nothing I really could do, just a bunch of cars running into each other, and I was on the receiving end, unfortunately. So yeah, we need to make it stage 3, obviously, and just be there at the end in order to capitalize on other people's mistakes, and then hopefully we got a good day. I'm here with Jesse Owoji, and we are at Chicago. Tell me all about the Chicago street course and how cool this deal is to even be here and race on the streets this week.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's always been an amazing idea that NASCAR came together with the city of Chicago to put on this race. Street courses is something I think we needed in NASCAR. Obviously, you see street course racing and sports car racing and Formula One and so on, but to finally bring it to NASCAR, I think it's just it's pretty epic. It's a cool course. Not easy at all. A lot of 45, 90-degree corners, whatever it is. It's very, very tough. You have different surfaces that you're on. Not all the asphalt's the same. The grip changes, right? These are normal streets that people drive every single day. So how the car felt, you know, how the tires felt last year is not necessarily how it's going to feel this year. So with all the different weather changes, hot, cold in Chicago, so much happens. So it's a track that is not very forgiving. There's not any runoff room anywhere. You make a mistake, you're in the wall. That's it. You're done. You're blown up.
What kind of race do you think we're going to get today? Because we've seen it in the past where this race has been a absolute demo derby, and we've seen in the past where it's gone clean and good. What do you think we're in for?
It just depends on where people are at points-wise, right? Some people need to make a hard run for today. If they do, then we could see a little bit more of an attrition-style race. No matter what, it's still always attrition, even if people aren't wrecking each other. Equipment. This place is very hard on equipment, from wheel hopping to transmission stuff, motor. I mean, we already saw first few laps of practice. I think somebody lost a motor. So it's anytime you go to a road course, it's always attrition. And the key for this race is just to stay in. If you stay in it, you stay on lead lap, you should be guaranteed a decent finish.
So I'm here Blandon Mills, you probably remember him for designing the Drive Smart paint scheme last season for Kyle Weatherman. Well, you won the iRacing competition, you designed the car for Kyle Weatherman, and now you're doing a bit of work for Joe Gibbs Racing. Tell me a little bit about that.
It's been good. Pretty busy, kind of just a journey. Last year looked a little bit different than this year. Last year was more like on-track artwork, a lot of kind of just watching stuff like consistently on track, not necessarily taking on new work all the time. This year, not so much on-track stuff, although we're heading in a different direction to get some on-track stuff coming up. But a lot of social media stuff, a lot of merchandise, t-shirt designs, graphics, social media stuff, just in general, email, newsletters. So just expanding that. So, you know, kind of been more of a bigger reach now, but I feel like it's definitely helping add more skills and just kind of trying to prove more value. And, you know, every day you're still learning and getting better. So perfecting the craft.
I'm rooting for just a complete yard sale, but I've rooted for that 2 years in a row and haven't gotten that yet, so I think we're due. But I say that every year, so I gotta be right eventually, right?
Absolutely. Chicago, baby. Let's go get a win today.
Great job was defensive. Oh, got Balicki here. Looking for a fire extinguisher.
This reminds me a little bit of the scene that we saw with William Sawalich when he was going to climb out of his car. So now you wave off the restart, and if you're saving fuel, even more good news.
The car still, we're supposed to take it back to home. Some outside. Yeah. During the green flag run, I struck brakes and still checked out. But, I mean, the first thing I thought about when I saw the flare was killing all the main power. I did ask the engine kept saying, so I said.
And that's a wrap from Chicago. We got 25th of Brian Ellis. Unfortunately, Josh Balicki caught on fire. Ended his day early. But hey, it's on into the next one. We got Sonoma next week. We got Dover coming up. We got a good sprint over the summer months to potentially grab some good finishes. And who knows, maybe sneak into the playoffs. With that said, I'll catch you guys in the next one.